You just said in the beginning, well, before we turn the camera on, you said you want to focus on content this year, right?
Yeah.
So let's just say on your daily, you're dedicating 3 hours a day to your content.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that 3 hours could be any 3 hours of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were in a situation where you're single and you're like, you meet a chick, she's like, hey, let's meet for lunch. You're like, all I gotta do is film today, but I already did that this morning, 6 o'clock, or I can do that tonight. All right, cool, I'll meet you. But if you're like, I'm at work, I have to punch a clock, I can't get off till this time. When I get off, then I gotta go do this. I'm tired. Like, then it starts to become like he don't have the time for me. And so now it's kind of like rubbing me the wrong way.
Here is where I think that this the come into Jesus moment people have to have, and it's no matter how you get to it, you have to ask yourself, and honestly ask yourself, you have a job, you have a desire and a passion.
Yeah.
The question I asked myself 4 years ago is, and I wasn't immediately right, but I still thought I was right. If you took away the 9 hours that I spent at this bank, could I still bring enough value to my life that I could replace it enough to survive?
That's
If you could. Can you honestly say yes? Like, if I gave you that 9 hours back today and you didn't have to go do the job today, do you think you could do something that's valuable enough that would make you go, oh shit, if I did this every day, I think I could almost make it about, I could live. I could live.
so, bro, I'm glad we're having this conversation because 100% I see that, right? So,
Mhm.
and I told you before, like I got credit cards, I got loans and stuff that I want to pay
Yeah.
off because having those to be required to be paid every month forces you to make more money. If I took away those things, like if I just wanted to be like, fuck it, I'm just not paying them, I'll work on my credit later, that would save me a lot of money. Then I could afford to make less money to still live because those bills are gone. But when you still have those and you want to kind of maintain, I got good credit, I don't want to fuck that up. I got to still pay them. It's like now I have to make X amount of dollars to be able to survive. So what we're doing now, what I do on my other channels and all, is working towards getting to that point where I can get these 9 hours back to put just into this. But like, let's just say I say, woke up tomorrow and was like, I'm putting my 2 weeks in. I can't do this no more. I will be calling you in like 2 months and being like, yo, tell Emma I need a couch to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? That would be what it is. And so, remember we had the Herman here was like,
Yeah.
we're envious of he just can get up and go do what he wants. That is a good thing, but then he's sacrificing a lot of the luxuries that we have.
I agree.
So it's a trade-off. So right now I'm working on.
Would you though? And I'm glad you brought him up, right? Like, cause I saw him the other day. And he got a car, right? So he bought a car. I said, "You bought the car?" He said, "Yeah, I bought the car." Like, you bought it from comedy? He's like, "Yeah, I bought it from comedy." And I was like,
Is it a good car or is it like,
"Well, BMW action."
oh, okay.
So I was like, "Nigga, is this a comedy purchase?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Dog,
Oh,
if you
shit.
told me, Darren been out here what, a couple years,
3 years.
3 years. If I told you that 3 years gonna be hell, but year 4, you gonna have most of the things you thought you was gonna want back in order, would you say, give me hell for 3 years and then do it?
Yes.
3 years is, to me, ironically, I'm coming up on year 3 in a few months. And I genuinely feel like this is the year that I'm gonna be like, oh, that 3 years was hell, but man, year number 4 fucking saved me.
I think
Like, would you really do 36 months of fuck?
we talked about this last episode, right? About you said we're manifesting, we're going to do this live podcast in 2025.
Yeah, we gonna have a lot.
And I said, my goal that I set for myself was for this to be my last year working at the job and replace my income somehow, hopefully from content and from comedy to the point where I don't have to work that job. But in the meantime, I've been paying off that debt aggressively. So far, I paid off 2 credit cards. I just paid the second one off yesterday. It was $3,000, and the one before that was $1,000. And I paid them off, and that's like an amount of like a month I've been doing it.
That's what's up.
So I got the big ones are coming up because I started small to large, and then I'm rolling the minimum. Like once I pay one credit card off, whatever that payment was, I put that on top of the payment for the next one, plus any other additional money I could afford. So let's just say that first credit card was $60 a month I had to pay. Once I paid it off, I take that 60 and put that on top of the minimum for the next one. Let's say that's 75. So now I'm paying 60 plus the
Oh, I know,
75.
I know how the credit
And then,
card
yeah. So
minimum payment game
I've
work,
been
yeah.
doing that, you know what I mean, to pay them off so I can have that off my back and then be like, cool, because I need that. But yeah, I have a daughter, which makes it, if I was single, I swear to God, I would be in the car.
How old's your daughter again? 15?
Yeah, it's about to be
18.
16.
Okay. So, again, 36 months of hell. But on the 37th month, everything starts clicking.
But
You
what's
start getting
hell
rich.
though?
Hell is broke, bad credit, enough to get by, etc. You got to move out of this nice place and get into a smaller place.
And then stop filming the part.
You gonna film a pod in your little place. Is what's gonna happen. You gonna start like your room gonna be over there, your bed gonna be right there, nigga.
I don't like this conversation, dog, because
it's uncomfortable, bro.
it is very uncomfortable. You're giving me fucking anxiety, dog, because you're making me feel like I'm fucking up.
Burn to build. You know what I'm saying? Like if I told you all the shit that I've lost in the last 3 years, I got my car. It get repoed twice, or it got repoed once or twice, right? I just stopped paying it because I was like, I'm not paying it. Whatever. They ain't gonna take my shit. They took my shit. Like, okay, I gotta get the charger back. But I lost the
Wait, the charger?
They took the charger. We went on vacation. I came back, my charger was gone. I was like, God damn, what is happening? How they get my shit? Because I just stopped paying. I was like, whatever, man. I'm on this comedy shit. Fuck them. I lost the car, lost all my credit cards. There was days that I would just be like, you know what the funniest part is? It's like you're trying to like fake hide the shit from your girl, like acting like you got a little more than you have and you don't. I remember I took my son's birthday money out of the bathroom. I had put this $100 bill in a Tiffany box. That was like for my girl earrings I had bought her. And I told my son, hey, I got a $100 bill for you in this Tiffany box. And I remember like 6 months, 7 months into being broke, I was like, it's $100 in here somewhere. Where is it? And I was like, oh shit, $100 in the Tiffany box.
Snatch. All right, so this.
I got you back. Bro. I'm gonna get it to you later. Bro.
All right, so this is what we gonna do.
That's the case I would like do, like just to get to the next month.
So I'm gonna tell you this because we're gonna wrap. But two things. One, I often contemplate like the weighing the giving up the luxury stuff that I'm used to be able to just be free to wake up and then record content or do whatever and try to build that up to become, you know what I mean? Because I told you, the dude was teaching about the YouTube shit, made $90K in 1 month on YouTube.
Yeah.
And showed me this shit. So it wasn't like he just said he showed me this shit. I'm like, damn. And he's doing a lot of other things. And I'm just like, if he can do it, we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And he told me like, yeah, bro, you can do it. You just got to dedicate. So I'm like, that's what I'm doing. So I'm working on all these things. And it would be a lot easier if I didn't have to go to work. But the day we did the show with Tony, well, you did the whole weekend with him, but I did that one day. I wanted to quit the fucking job on Monday. And do you remember back when we was in the room when I said Monday's gonna feel like when you on the weekend you went out with your girlfriend and got a kiss, and then when you go to school Monday you can't wait to see her and she don't show up to school, and you like, where the fuck is she at? And your Monday is shot because your crush ain't there. You just got a kiss on Saturday at the little bowling alley or whatever, and now you can't wait to see her again Monday. You don't got cell phones or social media back then. I'm like, that's how it was gonna feel. When I went to work Monday, I was hating life. Because I'm like, I want to be able to not do this and just do that. So I'm usually good at accountability with myself. But I want you to be on me because I can't leave yet. I'll be like literally like fucked. This got to be the last year.
It has to be last year.
It has to be.
For so many reasons. And I think that capitalization of your popularity, your internet abilities, like your sketches, all these stuff you do, I don't think you capitalizing enough. Because I can name 3 comics in my head coming out right now that's around your following, make content as consistently as you, but they getting more work from it because people like seeking them out now because they know like, oh, because I would venture to say that the comics that are doing that are touring, but the touring part is useful because you can find out more fan base, get deeper into your fan base, sell merch, add extra little side money on side money, and build relationships with clubs.
Yeah.
Right? So like I think that's where it's gonna be at, where your live show is gonna be where? Probably at clubs. So I think you are in the same bracket of comics that have like a solid amount of following with a short amount of time that blew up so fast that the hotness is there.
You know what mistake I made? I was posting every day and I was gaining like average was like 2,000 followers a day for weeks. And then my page got deleted in January of 2023. I went to Pittsburgh for a family member's 70th birthday, and it got deleted while like the day before I left. So I reached out to this dude I know. He got my page back, but it came back while I was in Pittsburgh. So I was like, I got to make a video. But it came back like the day I landed. So I was like rushing, made the video real quick. And I remember it was a liquor video. And I was talking about the Uncle Nearest, and I didn't even know it was owned by a black lady.
Yeah.
Her name is Fawn, I believe.
Yeah, Uncle Nearest black owned.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And when I did it, they were like, yo, this is black owned. The girl reposted it. I DM'd her like, oh, congratulations. I didn't know. I had this before. It's really good. Like, basically that. That was the video I did. I dropped it and then was like, man, I'm gonna wait a couple of days. I'll get back to posting when I get back to LA. I'm enjoying my time with my family and friends. That was the wrong mentality to have, because once I stopped doing that, my page just kind of just plateaued. Because Instagram was like, no, keep posting. Yeah. Instead of me saying, this is the thing I need to keep doing, fuck that, I'm here with family and friends. This is what I need to continue to grow so I can be able to spend time with my family and friends when I want. I didn't. So now it's like the buzz wore off and I kind of got like jaded a little bit about it. And I'm like, but now I'm trying to focus more on YouTube. And then I try to do the Instagram as well. But it's just like, I told you, I work, I go to the gym. I'll barely have time for shit. So I'd be so stressed, but this has to be the last year. And I have to do what you said. Because there are people that have less followers than me or a little bit more, and they're getting shit. And I'm like, how the fuck they get that?
Gigs.
Yeah, I'm like, how they get that?
They're getting gigs. I don't know if they got the hour to perform, but they're only getting the gig. And it's like catch-22 as comics. Like, you either going, rarely do you get both at the same time, your hour and your popularity.
Yes, it's hard.
So I'm like, I could probably get close to an hour as next guy, but I don't have the following to tell a club, yo, let me perform. They will have a good time in my hour. Like, that's great, but who's coming to see you?
Facts.
Versus people go, I got 300,000 followers. They're going to come to see me. They don't even fucking ask, how's your hour? They're like, we'll create the show for you.
All right, so let's do this. Bro. I got an idea. Y'all hold us accountable, but we're going to hold each other accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable for making more content.
100%.
And you just keep reminding me like, hey, nigga, this is the last year you're going to be at that job. So what are you doing to work towards that? Because I kind of want to tell myself that no matter what, come this time next year, well, like a day ago, I'm out.
You got a calendar?
Yeah.
This house a physical calendar?
No, not a physical one.
Get a physical calendar.
Put it in here.
Circle it. Circle the date. And like, feel the pressure.
You know why? And I'm going to say this and we can wrap, because I think this is really a good way to end the show. I told this before, and I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but when I decided to take comedy seriously, when I started doing it again, 2019, I remember where I was at. I was picking up my girlfriend at the time from, she was going to school for esthetician, like hair, like face spacers and shit. And I remember I don't want to put her business out there, but she didn't have a license. And I had to pick her up. So I was outside of her school waiting for her. It was hot as fuck. It was July. And I remember thinking, I'm moving to LA. I'm giving myself 11 months. Basically, my birthday is June 10th. This was like July 12th, July, something like that. The first week, second week of July. And I was like, I'm giving myself till the weekend after my birthday. I'm going to have a big going away party for my birthday. And then the next weekend, I'm moving to LA no matter what. I told myself that, right? I posted it on Facebook and I still got that screenshot. And people was like, nigga, you ain't moving. And I was like, yes, I am. And them doubting me and talking shit fueled me more. Like, what? You really think I can't do it? And so the more, and we talked about this before, that Steve Harvey shit, waking up, not living in your purpose, I couldn't do it no more. I moved December 30th. We talked about this on the last podcast. I fast forwarded the timeline, but it was once I gave myself a timeline, instead of just saying, eventually I want to get out of my job and just do this. Just saying that is not, once I put a date on it, it became like time is ticking. So I say that to say, I kind of want to be in a situation where if I put that timeline on there, I think I'll accomplish it faster.
Let's book a show in Pittsburgh on, what's today's date? January 1st, Wednesday. I think we could do a Thursday night in Pittsburgh, January 1st next year. Right now, Pittsburgh on a Thursday night. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh Improv.
Easily, we can get that easily.
And that could be a like a comedy slash two mic pop out version of the
I
show.
honestly think that we'll be doing it before that. I think this is going to really catch before that.
But then that shows the celebration there. Either way it goes, right? It's like the point is that you know the calendar's there now. Like it's not just the calendar you have. Now the club is expecting you to on that date.
Facts.
And it's like, oh shit, I booked that already.
So let's see something. January 1st is a third. January 8th is January 8th is a Thursday. The first is you're not getting that. No one's probably doing that. But January 1st is a Thursday.
Oh, comedy clubs will close on New Year's Day, probably.
I mean, I guess maybe
yeah,
that.
probably.
It's definitely in
All
Pittsburgh.
The clubs here are closed. So.
Yeah, definitely in Pittsburgh. But the 8th is the first Thursday.
Going into next year.
Yeah, 2026.
Why not?
Why not? So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna hold you accountable about the content, and you just keep.
We can get. Well, I think we're going to Pittsburgh in a month or so.
Y'all are.
We can.
I seen it.
We can like make contact. Tell them tell yo we coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you and Tony to do it because when I tried to get booked, when I was definitely like my page was really booming, they was on some bullshit. Like they were acting weird. So it might need to be Tone like, yo, this is what's going on, and then try to set it up.
Yeah, no, we're gonna build a relationship. I mean, every club I've been to, not every club, but like a lot of clubs I've been to, they've been very, very
welcoming,
communicative, welcoming, and they give me the business card to hit them up, so the phone number, email address, and so
let's aim for that.
Let's try to solidify that in early spring. Like, yo, we want this day because a lot of people book 6 months out, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of comics I know, working comics, they're booked to June right now,
and then they're promoting the shit out of
calendar all the way to the end of June right now.
Yeah, let's do that. I
want to be that busy. That's my goal, nigga. That 2026 is me going. These are my dates, January through June.
Yes,
my shit gonna stop in June too, because then I'm gonna be in the summer with my kids. Fuck. That's what I want to do. Where it's like the summertime is my time with my kids. I might take a one off, but summer slow.
Yeah, let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's my goal pressure for myself is headlining.
So that's your 2026 goals.
Transition to headlining.
2026. This year, you want to work on getting to the point where you're headlining in 2026.
Yes, I want to be headlining the back half of this year consistently, and then 2026 is like this is just how I do. That's all I do.
Bet. My goal is to be out of this job December at the latest December 31st, 2025, and be doing just this. And now I feel like, and again, we'll wrap it on this. I'm gonna say this and we'll be out. I feel like if I set that as a goal, even if I'm not exactly where I need to be financially, like money coming in, if I just dead it, my brain will go crazy and I'll figure out how to make the money.
Absolutely.
So that's the goal.